Okay, I'm back for a second time, and if you're nice enough to click on the video again, I really appreciate you. There was something wrong with the sound, like my voice it sounded all it didn't sound good, and I think it's because I forgot to put on echo reduction because my voice was very it sounded like I was talking through glass or I wasn't talking through the microphone. And I don't really know what happened. But now I'm gonna try to do the video again, and here I am doing the video again. So if you have already watched it, thank you very much for clicking it again. If you haven't, then I hope there's no problem this time. Uh, yeah, but today I'm drawing with oil pastels for the first time, actually, as you probably saw in the title. And this first drawing here is actually the very first time I tried this set of oil pastels I bought. I bought the quite a big set of them. It was like 64 or something in total for for about 200 kroner, which is $20, around the realm of $25 I spent on it. I would guess. I don't really know since my home country doesn't use dollars. But yeah, I actually really like using this tool and these tools in general. And as you can see, it gives a really human like skin color with imperfections and color gradients and differences. I really love it. It's really cool, actually. It's a very nice to use, and it goes quick on. Um, and like I can make a pretty I can fill out a face or what. This time I've just drawn faces, but whatever I want to draw, I can fill it out really quick with a nice consistent opaque color. But yeah, the technique I chose to do is something I saw from another creator. I can't remember their name, but you can just search up oil pastels or drawing with oil pastels, and you'll find some amazing people who are much more talented than me. But I watched some person, and their technique was to start with the dark color and do outlines and shadows and stuff. That's what I've been doing, and then go over with a lighter color to get this skin like gradient. So you get like the darkest spots on the face, which usually have more shadow in real life, also has more shadow here, which I think is such an amazing idea, and also gets me to try something new because you can't recreate this look with ink. Of course you can't, but yeah, it's really fun to try, and I think it's a very good technique that I'm probably gonna do again. So I'm gonna make more drawings with oil pastels because they're really cool. But not only because it's cool, also because I like the freedom I have to express myself in it, because it's different from the normal things I do, but it's still the same. You can still, if you know me and know my style, you can still clearly see that I have drawn this piece, but it's very different from what I usually draw because there's so much color and there's so much. Yeah, the first one is also more human-like than most of my drawings. Of course, if you have watched one of my charcoal drawings or all of them, I hope you have, then you would know that I draw humans sometimes, but it's mostly these monstrous humanoid things. But these are actually very human, and I can't really give a reason why, but I think it's all right. I like how I drew them. Mostly mostly these drawings took about 20 to 25 minutes also, which is I think is a fine time for creating a piece on a A3 paper. Um and I really enjoy the creating part process of it. Like trying something new, it's always much more fun than trying something you already know in some way. Like there's of course There's of course some safety in only drawing and trying the things you know how to do, but there's also much fun and experience to be had in creating something with a totally new tool. And I've done that, of course, right here, and I really love it. Like this guy, he was actually supposed to be kind of a flower pot, like with his head, and then they came flowers out. But ultimately, I didn't have space. I didn't space him right. But I just took it and made him really have no head. But that's okay. And then he also became one of my only drawings with facial hair that I actually like. I think I gave him an alright beard. But that's also something I need to train in drawing facial hair, because that's just something I don't do enough. Even though I draw faces all the time, I just don't draw facial hair enough. But I'm going to get to do that much more, just because yeah, I have to. Yeah. Okay, you just watched me draw 3 cool drawings with oil pastels, and like, as I probably said, I would recommend them if you want to experience or try to experience something different than your normal things, because I usually use ink when drawing, mostly mostly ink, and I have lots of videos on that, ink or markers or whatever I can find. But I got this set for cheap. Like it's I got it for a really good price. I think it was about $20 or something like that, 25, 30, which I think is a very good price compared to how much you get. Like this is a big set. But as you also saw, or as you have just seen, there's no need to buy the big set really. I did it because I got a good price on it, but you could literally just buy. I've seen you can purchase some sets which is just one color, so like it's all the different type of blues or all the different type of reds, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that, because my usual technique was just to take a dark color and make the dark parts, like using it as outline and shading and shadow, and then go over it with a lighter color to give it some sort of skin type of feel. And like, I'm not the best, and there's some creators who are really good with it. But yeah, you should definitely. I think you should, if you have the money and free time and want to experience something different. You should definitely purchase oil pastels. Yeah. On my rating scale, I'll give them. I can't remember if it was out of 5, but let's say out of 5, I give it 4 stars, because it's okay. Like, you don't need it, and if you don't want to buy it, you shouldn't. But if you have the time, money, and want, I definitely recommend it. Yes.